The point of meditation is not to be void of thought. Like just like the body naturally knows to breathe, the mind naturally knows to think, right? And if you've ever said to yourself, like, well, I can't meditate, like my mind just, it does X, Y, and Z. Uh, if your mind wanders 1,000 times during meditation, then the work is to bring the mind back 1,000 times. And if you're like, well, back to what? Just back to noticing. So instead of like going down the rabbit hole of whatever thought it is, coming back to the very like origin of what the thought was. Um, so I have to go to the grocery store instead of going down the rabbit hole of making the list, see yourself driving to the grocery store, just I have to go to the grocery store. We're not moving down with the thought. Um, it's meditation to me is like a practice of cultivating attention. We're noticing what we think about, how often we think about it, the types of thoughts that we have. And when you're doing mental gymnastics, you start counting all of those things. I think the mental gymnastics are helpful. So instead of making the grocery list, you're counting or you're noticing the breath or whatever the tool is that maybe you already have in your toolbox or that you just make up on your own. That's what we do. So for today's meditation, and I will always guide the meditations too, so they won't just be silent. If you want to meditate on your own on any of the days, there's lots of meditations in the Danielle Foundation's library. So you can check out the Vimeo library, and there's lots of options there too for guided meditations. But for today, we're going to do very basic body awareness meditation. And you can sit, lay, get in a chair, anything that's going to be the most comfortable for you. You can choose to keep the camera on or off, whatever you're comfortable with. So I'm sitting on the ground and I'm sitting with my legs crossed. I have a blanket rolled up underneath my hips so that my hips are elevated above my knees. That's often very helpful. And then you'll rest your hands anywhere that you're not going to think about them. And then as we start meditation, whether you're sitting or you have support behind your back or laying down even, lengthen your spine. So your spine is long. And the reason that is important is it typically means you're paying attention, right? That there's this shift in the mind that this is a time for me to notice something and not a time to check out or go to sleep. Although if you do go to sleep, it's okay. It just means that that's what your body needed. You can take a big breath in, hold the breath, and then take an open mouth exhale. Feel the muscles in the body relax as you exhale. Again, breathe in, fill all the way up. Open your mouth and release. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And just bring your attention to your breath. If you can, you're moving the air in and out of your nose. Just notice if the breath is moving fast or slow. Notice if it's deep or shallow without having to change it. Again, just noticing. So in the same way that, we'd show patience to a puppy, as we teach them to sit, we show patience to our mind as we teach our mind to sit. So the puppy is going to get distracted. And it's going to see some shiny object. And it's going to go after that thing, and you'll gently guide the puppy back. Without getting angry or frustrated at the puppy because it's a puppy. The same thing with our mind. Start to notice the parts of your body that are touching the ground or a chair, or maybe if your back is against a wall, just noticing what parts of your body make contact with the ground, a blanket, a wall, chair. Start to take note of temperature. You're feeling hot or cold, or if different parts of your body feel different temperatures. You're getting present to what is happening right now. Bring your thumbs to your forehead. And we'll end our meditation with namaste. So, nama means name, and stay means same. So, we're saying, my name is your name. We are all the same. We bow forward together and say, namaste.